Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back to epistemic-gnomes. And today we're refreshing content here because we're gonna go back to the root stuff like rigging and world building for this sci-fi-ish stylized project. I have the new scene 5 that I was doing for a webcomics, but we're gonna also do for 3D animation in the future, like a dream thing. But yeah, the webcomics had a little stop, but I'm gonna recover it, and my project here today for this stream is to yeah, I'm using Blender 4.5.0 LTS. I've just saved this here already in the new version. I was using Blender 4.4.3, right? Non-LTS, right? Before it was very stable, very good, but this one has great features. Watch Blender today if you can. Yeah, anyways, or they're very interesting updates. Even one for the mount rigging that I believe with geometry nodes can solve a lot of stuff for advanced cartooning. We're gonna make the test maybe soon, but not today. This is a bit complicated. So anyways, here we got this, I'm calling a rigging template for this original character of mine, Dorothy. So I know the main character, and she's the base for all the other models, although she has one of a body type, but this is why I'm building this to be as a good rig as possible. This is a custom rig. This is why I'm calling it rig template. It's an armature object, right? But it will also incorporate, when I mention Dorothy rig template, it's actually the entire rigged model, because even her body has with the mesh topology, I'm reusing it as a because the other we can maintain the mesh topology usually, maybe except for the faces in this character. Have to change some geometry topology of the face, but otherwise for the body, for the most part, I can the nude body, right? I have to rework also the base texture of the body, where we can make some clothing with texture, right? There's no mesh there for the underwear, so this of course we need to make a new image texture. But so rig template, that's it, that's what is it. And because even if I were using male characters, it could also be used reused probably. This is Mati, Yerba Mati. So so here is the here's the thing. There are a lot of things here that are hanging around, and I need to, or I don't know how to say it. They are standing by, and it will be nice to get those things improved. This is what I have to do. I had to improvise something for today, because I've just interrupted yesterday another yeah, not tutorial, but series of streaming the VRM stuff. Anyways, I've decided I wouldn't do VRM, so that's why I would. Okay, so let's see. This is the plan workspace. You know, you can add a new workspace here, reorder them in some way by right mouse button click here. So this is in front of the plan. So let's see what we can do here. There are things that are priority and which have this stuff here. So let's see. There's Control I, correct, follow up to I strike. Okay, this is a bit more complicated, but Rewave, I paint, oh, this is a good proposition here, because this is very important for the facial rig. Improve eyelids collapsing pose. Yes. So when the eyelids are open, yeah, this probably would include the eyelashes. Okay, we can focus on these eyelid stuff. Then readjust eyelashes automation. Okay, good proposition. Yeah, I probably can try all those things here. Yes, good stuff to attempt. Then alright, let's see what else. Lower face rig, yeah, the universal rig. Preserve volume, Gaucoturn skinning method, lips extra armature modifier. Yes, we can update this to a new preserve, okay, whatever. We can apply this. Yeah, I can already update the system here for the joints and for the lips. That sounds usable, because the lips we can make a kiss shape, a better deforms of the lips with just armature modifier if we use this volume preservation of dual quaternary skinning methods. Actually beneficial, and it probably won't warp artifact the meshes, because the lips won't rotate like wildly, like more than 180 degrees positive or negative. So yeah, the mesh of the lips, so very hard that would to occur, right? I think it won't occur, so this should be safe. Might not be sufficient to have a kiss shape, but we can try. We can get some good results with that, but not, in my opinion, not good enough. Or we did really careful wave painting and bones. I don't think I can do that with the cartoony character. The character design for a cartoony shape for this, at least this character design, is very hard to get a good kiss lips here. Even with shape keys, it's hard to figure out what will matter, will do a good stuff here. But we're gonna try. So fix under jaw ghost mesh. Oh, maybe we fixed that already. Must add the separate. Okay, we're gonna address all this. Just wave paint lips. Yeah, wave paint helper lips, very fundamental. Okay, priority, because it's a helper bone for the lips that can substitute some vertex, some shape keys, corrective shape key for the mouth region. We can do this with helper lips. Okay, helper lips bones, right? Then reconfigure helper lips automation. Yes, it's linked, right? It's the same tab. Then we re-wave paint deaf muzzle bones. Yes. Okay. Some bones that are outside. Let's see. Deform face, deform helper. Yeah, this bone here. We can improve this. Attempt this is experimental madness. I think it's possible. We're gonna see what we can do here. I actually have an idea. Yeah, we can. I have an idea. Yeah, its idea is here actually. Very low waves. And like mini. Yeah. How do you call this? Like a intervals. I don't know. Intervalled. I'm just naming like that. Intervalled mini deaf bones. Yeah. On the maybe middle of every single face. Yeah. On horizontalized like that, top and bottom lips. Yeah. So I just got the, yeah, so I think we can do this. Yeah. That should, because they would be automated. These bones will be automated by the main lips, but we can, they would be extra, but they'd be extra transforms. Now for the helper, yeah, the The mini, yeah, that's it. So this was, we need maybe a bone that will control them in sync, so we could purse the lips. No, this part is not clear. I have to. This isn't clear. All right. Improve the parenting. That way, control lips bones. Yes, we can try that. Shape keys. So you see, no, this we might not. If helper bones at them fail, rounded. If pose, this will be good to check with the bendy bone setup. Experiment, not do. Yeah, so this is just something that they're very good bendy bones mouth rig, but it's on a more realistic character tutorial on YouTube, and it's good. It gets really good rounded shapes, but there's more mesh geometry in a sense that it might not even need a rounded shape keys, right? Keys, okay, the same idea. Also improve character design. No, this is shape key, right? Yeah, puff cheeks, okay, this usually requires a shape key, but there would be another proposition. Yeah, if that, with shape keys it's easier, right? Because it's just one shape key, it's annoying. The thing of the puff cheeks is that if we don't do it shape key, the bone has still waves from the rest of the face, and it might require more geometry specific. It's cool. It's caused many problems with the lips here around, but of course the similar problems could have with the shape key itself if we don't do it well enough. But it is easier with this, right? That's the point. It's easier to make it like that, yeah. So here I already tried without. It doesn't look conflicts with the waves, yeah. Test expressions, okay, so this is like using this arcade setup. That would be nice to verify, simplify, clean up, okay. Tongue, yeah, this tongue we have some weird thing to solve. That mouth rig integration, yeah, this is later in the end, okay. So yeah, all the face rig that we have here we're gonna attempt. So we're gonna go to the layout and we're gonna address these features. Sorry about the long presentation here. So see, there's a lot of things here. There's a lot of helper bones already. What is this? This probably is in a wrong. These are def type, but actually they are mechanism type. They're not even deformed bones, I guess. Yeah, they are deformed bones, but they don't have. They are meant for some automation test that I was doing. So yeah, they don't have waves, right? So these are the waves. We're gonna change this to. We're gonna. Oh, by the ways. We are in wave paint mode. We need to go back to. We are on Blender. Time to do some fancy things here. Blender 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna just do some rescaling here, but this is not really important because we're gonna change this color. This will be a mechanism bone, right? To start with, and we're gonna. Oh yeah, the mechanism bone will be larger than the deform. So the mechanism here, we're gonna Shift Alt X, extend, select mirror, right? Extend. We're gonna Control F2B. Then we gotta find replace Def3 to mech mechanism bone. So this is very important. The only tutorial that mentions something like that is from CG Dive that I've on YouTube that I found out. So I knew that, but I didn't knew it clearly enough, so I forgot. So essentially there's a very specific trick of the parenting seems wrong, including why is this parent mechanism hips. That sounds wrong. So actually, we want this mechanism hip here to have the same parent of the control. Yeah, the same parent of the this is actually different. Control hip. Why this parent is there? I don't quite understand what's going on here. Hold on. We need to unhide everything. Yeah, everything is unhidden. No. Okay, let's do this. Where is this parent? Oh, there is it. So there's this mechanism hip that sounds like a temporary aberration, but okay. So here is the point. In order for some helper bones to automate properly from here, especially from here, some from here, we need to have a mechanism bone that will be a buffer bone for certain transforms that will run through the pathway of the bone constraints and of the parenting relations. So this is why this mechanism bone that holds data, so it's a buffer bone, it will mechanism bone, yeah, buffer bone, this essentially they usually are the same idea. So they hold data, bone data that will be then given to the helper bones in all the necessary pathway of transforms. So what they need to change here is just strip characters, right? And here I'm just struggling. Why do I have this parenting? What's that? Because these are control hip left and these are mechanism hip. So I think I was certainly doing a test, otherwise I wouldn't have this bone here. Let's see what we can get here. Sorry folks, we're gonna just... Maybe I should address that later, but just curious here, let's see. Yeah, the automation might not be running at all, but it will be running depending on other stuff. So why? We don't really see any automation here that is relevant. So we're gonna... This helper rig is not achieved yet, so we... And I'm just trying to understand all this. Okay, the mechanism bone, yeah, it is larger, okay. This is the control bone, right? Yeah, so basically it is parented some bone there, but this is not inheriting. Can we select parent? Yeah, so there is the parent. What is this? So this is parent to a... This bone here is parent to a control hip sway. Oh, I see. So this is like hip sway is this one. So it's probably pointing downwards. No, it's just pointing upward. Okay, very weird thing. So why do I have this bone like this if it is like following? Okay, so okay, folks, this is there's two complications here that I won't bother messing up, so sorry about that. Let's continue doing something. Let's go for what we do. I have to investigate those things later. So long time I don't touch this rig, right? I also idea to simplify some stuff. So, okay, let's address the face. I'm sorry if my confusions here on the streams lately. More in this week, I've been very complicated times right now, but catching up with the organization. So I was mentioning about fixing the. Let's clean up these actions here. I don't know what are these keyframes for. They were. They are testing for. Okay, they were tests for the neck rig. Okay, I was doing some wave paint. We don't need that. So. Yeah, no, I didn't delete anything about the wristband, so fine. That will be a tragedy, but we have other backups. So we need to improve the wave paint of the eyes, of the eyelids, right? So I'm gonna reset everything. Let's unsolo all, select all, and hide all, select all, Alt Q, reset all. It's a shortcut for reset all transforms. Then we gonna just make a selection here of just the deformed bones which matter, which I believe were here. It will be eyelids. Then we have we need some control rig here. Okay, nothing here for nothing here relative to these eyes, so that's fine. Okay, the control skeleton, why you just have this we're gonna hide the hair. It'll make things easier to visualize. And we need the control of the face. Controllers of the face. Eyelids, yes. This we're gonna hide for now. Oh yeah, the head bone. Yeah, we can hide those things. Well, these things will help a little. All right. Okay, so this is a main thing. It likes for moving everything, right? But it's not very clear to see right here, so probably need to change these colors. This moves the entire eye. I just made this as I see a tutorial that has this, but then we have some. Yeah, it could have some problem there. We might have to improve these waves, but it will be a weird thing to form the face, right? So it's just for certain subtle things, right? Especially. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna mess up too much with that. There's not enough threshold here, right? And all right, this is yeah, better posing with. We have more controls for this bone, so this is just we see that we are it's not very smooth, so probably something to improve. But this is not the topic. The topic it's improving the revising. So ray of paint eyelid. So why do I need that if they look good for me? But we're gonna see in details, right? Alright, so for the eyelids, we need to yeah, so just need this for now, okay? So the idea, maybe we paint this, you change the colors of this. Also, we could change this, right? We could change this. They are not very good. We can use possibly another one. Let's see. That I'm using, I think, for the mouth. Is a widget. Lip top. Scale. Apply auto. Copy auto selected. Copy auto selected, copy auto select. So the scale now is here. Hold Alt. Okay, no, it's not this widget. All right, this is the top lip, right? So okay, so you could reuse this. It did. So I'm gonna change the color here. The wire we're set to no, not. 2 is good, maybe 2 is too much. 1.5, yeah. Then we're gonna get okay, the bottom ones are fine, but we're gonna change their colors. Yeah, could be this yellow, and then we're gonna pick these two. Shift Alt X. Like mirror extend, we're gonna, that is the rotation. Well, no, okay, so it could be this one indeed, so, but, or maybe it will be this one. Okay, this one is better. Yeah, this looks better, but now we need to find the... Maybe we can improve their... Alright, then we're gonna change... These bones already have some sort of positioning, right? Which is sort of default. It's not very good. We could use these positions to in our favor. We could just pose them there, but no, we're gonna just change the widgets so that the bone will keep the right. The bones will keep their yeah. We can make some slight rotations. No, not here. Tilting, no. Yeah, something like here, maybe. And from the perspective of a side view, yeah, why not? We can also do something like that. Yeah, very arbitrary. We could also expand the... What's the scale here? It used to be there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Does that change anything about? Okay, this is okay. Reset. This is actually more like here, right? We might have to do some translation in the end, after all. What is this scaling on here? I don't know. So this might be not very effective. A little translation here, and that should be a little more change in the rotation here. And so this one we can symmetrize. So yeah, this is annoying, but we could do this different custom shape for each one of them, right? So that seems good enough, right? And then here we're gonna do, let's make this thing here. This Z rotation is important. All right, something like here. Then we can so let's squash this a little or flatten it. Okay, I like this much better now. We can at least visualize them. Maybe. Yeah, still a weird position there for this. If I push them too much to the front, then they will not be very good for the side view, right? But we can have them slightly protruding. Just slightly protruding. Alright, then we pick this, and we symmetrize, and there we go. Alright, these do different setup than it's different what they're doing. The automation is not totally ready, but it's working. But I mean, the automation for these are different than the automation for this. So these are more, and more than that, there is a difference in the automation. Yeah, these are tweakers, right? The tweak, and these are main. But we have another option here that is the eye holes. No, these are also tweakers, but these automate the. This also automates the eyelashes in some way, although this could be not a very good thing, right? If I just want to pose this but not this, I have a little problem here. but this is an option that it's a bit hard to tell. Actually, it's actually good that we have this kind of automation, right? But there's a rigor animator's choice to how this will behave. This will just be the eyelash. Okay, so this moves all the eyelids, I mean, without the moving the... Yeah, so I cannot control this without controlling the... I have another main, then if I go for the face, then I can control... Okay, this is the whole eye thing, it's not this. This could also move these bones, right? Yeah, this probably should be moving some other bones there. Or maybe it is just, it will be redundant. Yeah, might be redundant. Okay, so just assessing everything here. Where is that other bone that I've mentioned? And why you have two of these? This is a main eye bottom, and this is a... strange. Looks like we have some duplicate thing here. Is the same for this one? No, it's just some stupid duplicate. I don't know what's... But the bones are targeted, so... What the hell is this? Oh, I see. So actually, when I picked this eyelid top, okay, so there is something here that I probably picked wrongly. So I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna just pick this data here. We want... No, this was the later transform. So we just forgot this one. So we're gonna reset these things. We're gonna copy auto selected. Yeah, we're gonna reset this. Copy to selected, okay. Reset this, copy auto selected. All right, so copy auto selected just to make sure, right? So here we got, so I bought, so this will be actually a control not only of this but actually of the, so this should control actually not this kind of automation, but it's like all these bones here, they have okay, so this bone has a lot of bone constraints. Main tweaker, I don't know what is that, and then copy transforms, tweaker I hold, main eyelid bot. So okay, eyelid bot, so why, which is this one, right? So which was the one that I have made the improvement on the widget. So however, this is also moving. How is it moving this? It's moving because of this automation, I guess. Master eye. which actually has a different name. Yeah. So this one is moving to this, and then it is just moving this, right? So we could simplify this. Is that I don't have something like this for these ones, like for this trio here. I don't have a bone like this for this. I don't need, but it would not be bad. They are just in these isolated tweakers, and this will do all the motion there, right? Because they actually have this kind of setup which the eyelids don't have, the inverse kinematics thing, right? Which is just experimenting. Here the deforms are not so good because we need to go on the... You see we have some problems to be solved here. Yeah, lots of stuff to be solved. We need to start very very deep here in the wave painting, right? So how do you address this? We can use the... So we're gonna not mess with the control rig here, because we can decide... You see, some things are arbitrary. So why use this system here while the others use a different system? So it's really a question of how we want these setups to... There's some weird warping of stuff here. This might be the Vulcan thing. I think there's some instability here. Yeah, just to be certain, I'm gonna make some change here. That will be unfortunate because they made a lot of information about this, right? So let's just reopen Blender here. Dorothy. Okay, we swapped the... Oh yeah, this is faster. Yeah, we still see some warping there, but it seems faster. I don't know. In my computer, no, this is still happening. So it's something about some low interface. So I don't need this area here anymore. Okay, let's go for the improvement of the waves of this thing. So I'll leave the control bones for the eyelids, these ones, and we're gonna add again the eyelids. Okay, so you see it's we have the bendy bones, we have the tweakers. We don't pose the tweakers, the tip, these handles, we don't pose them. This is sufficient to pose them. They have some automation, a dump track, which just responds. So it rotates a little. It's very tiny amount. It's the ones on the corners, right? With bendy bones, just 2 bendy bone splines usually are sufficient to make very good curvature there. So you can get better expressions. Yeah, see, you can do a lot of stuff here. And we can also have this exactly here. All right, then we that's very funny. We can pose them simultaneously. So yeah, and of course we can make pose assets for all this. So all right, let's go for the wave paint. So why I need to wave paint this? So by the way, I didn't... There's probably some things that need some slight improvement, but for overall the eyelids are working pretty fine. The eyelids, no, eyelids, not eyelashes. Ignore the eyelash. So for now, the eyelashes we can ignore. We won't add them to the wave painting, so we're gonna mask them here. and this will appear some strange artifacts, but this is normal for this rig. So, but we need still to hide this mesh. This will make this thing better. Then we need to address. Okay, so the rest position. Okay, the rest position is this one, where the eyes are open. This don't look like a great orientation for this. Wait, I think mirror. Okay. No, it's not on cage on edit mode, so we need to. Okay, this is the rest position. Okay, that's fine, but possibly could improve this. Should I change the rest position of the mesh? It seems a bit. Wait, what have? Yeah, this curvature could be improved a little. It's a bit uninteresting. This is very easy here. We just need to go on the easy to understand how the rig works. We're gonna isolate some vertex groups here, basically. Let's make sure we don't make some stupid mistake here. So I'm gonna isolate some face mesh here. We can hide this for now, and we can select this, Control H. We're gonna make a selection of this wave paint mode, for the not wave paint mode, edit mode. So not the eyes. Let's hide these eyes. Not hide. Let's lock them. So I'm gonna just rebind this stuff to the. Can also hide the armature here. Gonna reposition here with snapping to face project, include non-edited, align rotation to target. Yes, why not? It's just vertices. Move, rotate, scale. Yes, all this. It's the closest. All set. Let's enable this. So good. Just gonna improve this curvature. This is not a bone. This is just a. It's normal that occurs when we are doing this kind of stuff. Some clipping happens. I'm not satisfied with this face. It is looking a little too big, and this can cause some problems, right? Instead, I'm turn this off and just gonna snap when I press and I hold Control. Now let's do the inverse. Okay, so always snapping, hold Shift to lateralize this face, maybe. Okay, getting a better curvature here. Sounds good. So this is the last one that needs to be snapped. Yeah, this edge loop here to the eye. It's a real eye, it's not a proxy eye, but it is serving as a target for shrink wrapping feature. In this case, shrink wrap modifier for the eyelids and some other structures of the this could snap to the eye coin, so you need to hide this for now. Yeah, let's make these faces a little more organized. It won't solve too much things, but it probably will help the tiny improvements, maybe more likely, if the faces are better distributed. Yeah. This I won't touch because it will change the character design, right? Not in this critical area. Alright, so this horizontalized face loop here is very important for the skinning. That will make the deforms better, spontaneously better. So we need to check here. We have some poles, I guess. No, this is not a... Oh yeah, we might have some other bones that are poles. So hold on. And solo all. No? Okay, so you have some... Pose mode gets like that. Okay, so you have some... No, actually this is normal. Okay, it's the pose like that, but this one is not corresponding. Top. Quick top I did. Oh, okay, we can reposition them. Alright. So we can reposition this bone actually manually. No, I don't want to snap it, just move. There. So this is another way to use the depth warp setup. This works for the eyes. So you see this, the tweaker here, the handle has got a copy location, just for the location, not for the rotation. The rotation will be very bad because it's a handle, so it has an arbitrary rotation already, right? So now just the location in this case. So it's a pose space, could be word space, so it's immediately going on replace. Well, whatever, it's a replace, right? It's replacing, substituting the transform, right? So it warps immediately from here to, besides the fact that it is parented to it. So yeah, not only it is parented to it, it's unnecessary, it could be parented to something else. So anyways, it is doing the warping here, and that allows us to instantly... So this is a great solution for this, because I can just I'm free to pose this, right? Not the tweakers though. The tweakers are locked. They are part of the deform rig, although they are not deform bones. They could be. Some riggers use them as... Sometimes we can use the handle as a deform bone, but I'm not sure this is always a great idea. By default, I think we shouldn't, because it might interfere with the bendy bone waves, which are on another skinning algorithm. Alright, so you need to be careful about these waves here. Yeah, so... Okay, I'm gonna fix this thing, because... Yeah, we don't want the subdivision surface modifier. We want the mask. It's this bone here. You see, there are some waves there that are too strong. We're gonna have a Wacom tablet, a graphic palette, but any graphic palette that works, that is responsive, that is not broken, could work very well for this thing. You don't need a Wacom table for this, right? That's what I mean. Probably, most likely, anything can do. Not like the wave paint, it's not so much an artistic work. yes, it can be seen that way, but the problem is that they don't really give good control on. It's not like sculpting. It's not as precise as sculpting, because we are dependent on the. In sculpting, you are free with your imagination regarding the shapes. With wave paint, it's not like that, because you cannot shape the mesh by wave painting. You can do that, but like it's very stiff. They're very restrictive to the logic of the skinning algorithm. If the skinning algorithm were something super advanced for organic deforms and organic sculpting, right, that will be another story. But we're not on that. We're in our Stone Age, Neolithic age of rigging, right? So I'll just solve this. It looks like my mask is not working here. Oh yeah, because I need a selection. So we're gonna just make a selection of some faces here. Yeah, not this one. And we're gonna smooth, maybe restrict, because I don't want to paint those black waves there. There are 0 waves, right? Apparently I need to push this. It's not working. Yeah, now in the other direction. All right, so it seems more adequate. Yeah, very good. Okay, then we get okay. So since this way, yeah, this sort of okay, this sounds acceptable, but this needs to, we need some less waves here. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, let's mix here lower waves. This one, I think it's too much. It's not blurring the way I want, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna re-blur this. No, not working. Yeah, it's taking. Reduce these waves here. All right, so what I did here, oh, it's just the Z solid, yeah. Maybe can try to, yeah, it's just a detail here, doesn't matter. Doesn't look beautiful this way here, but maybe it's just the, no, it's all not, don't seem to be, the arrangement might be a little broken. See, just a little arrangement, how it makes the this thing go a little wild. But really, this is not that serious. Just something that it's just a minimal perception. Okay, let's go back to the bones, armature, wave paint here of the mesh. So let's make some face loop selections with this tool here. Why do I have this thing? Okay, so this is the where the eye leads. This is already orbicularis oculi, so just get these things. Now this should be better. Oops, need to maintain the mask, go to press 1. Okay, now this is good. Okay, got much better preventing some weird artifacts there, right? This part seems very good. Okay, the collapsing, right, this go inside and follow the curvature of the eyeball, so it won't appear really. Maybe here there will be some problem. No, it's really not important. Right, it's just the lid crease, right? So it just works. But we could, yeah, there's some idea of some bulging there, but this might be something else. Could be because of something else. Oh, it looks like we have some waves. What is happening there? Could be that some part of this could be rogue waves on there. Could be that some other bone have some broken. Could be the wave paint of the target vertex group for this. Not sure, but we're gonna... Okay, this seems very good, except for this vertex there. It will be smoothed out with subdivision, but I think it's not good, so we can probably improve this one. Yeah, this bone, too much waves here, maybe we can... There's no rogue waves. Okay, so let's see. Deform eye hole. Ah, okay, so these things, maybe the eye holes here. Eye hole. Where's this one for? Maybe this is not good. No, this is not impacting. Yeah, this is not causing impact. This is the... This, maybe, let's see. Yeah, this could be causing... No, it's not that. So nothing like that. Head, okay, the head is nothing. Oh, okay, you see, it have some... Oh, I made this on purpose, okay. So, it's like the skull. Like... So... What could we do about this? Maybe this is too... Yeah, this is brutal, so this could cause some problem here. We probably need to smooth this. And let's protect... Invert. Like it is really touching the eyelids, so, and that border. So a little is fine. We want that's more subtle. And here we need some sort of blurring here. That should be good to provide this a more... Yeah, it doesn't need... Here we're gonna make it softer, right? So all around here, so it's very fleshy here. And here maybe I'm exaggerating here, but this should work also. Yeah, and then and for these ones, maybe and a little blur here, and that's it. All right. Same here. We can make. We don't need this. This could cause some conflicts. Yeah, it probably could cause some conflict. So we're gonna. We have already bones for this, so maybe this is kind of stupid. This is a cheekbone, doesn't need to be actually so bound to the head in this way, to the skull, so we can... Okay, and for the jaw and all this, yeah, this doesn't suffer too many deforms, so just gonna yeah, this is dangerous. I think I already remember this problem here. This could cause problems for the neck in some way. We'll see if that is the case. And the jawline, yeah, we can keep some. Okay, let's check where's the head. No, in principle the neck is good. Except that part behind the neck is a bit weird. Interesting, what's happening there? Skeleton. No, not master skeleton, the deformed skeleton. What the hell is happening here? Maybe always mask. You don't want to have terrible accidents, rogue waves, right? Okay, something. It's bugging here. Oh, okay, I need something like this. All right. Let's see. So this is the neck. Maybe I need to take off this. Smooth more this part here. It's on restrict, right? This is not working. There's an idea of rigging this bone. Yeah, like the joint, positioning the joint closer to the, yeah, so the position of the joint might be not very good here. Makes sense anatomically. We're gonna make an attempt here. I might have other bones here, so gonna move them all in sync. Oh yeah, this is a good for a good position, good thing for a highlight, folks. So let's get here something. Finally, some highlight of this chaotic madness. So I'm doing this stream here about this rigging template because the only thing I can show right now immediately. But we are going for this idea of the workshop soon and the world building, right? More not rigging, but the scenery making with asset library. You know, the name here, yeah, repositioning bones, multiple bones on different bone collections without on rest position, edit mode without breaking the rig. Yeah, so this is a little tricky thing. It can be very, very boring, especially if you have to move the mesh alongside. In this case, I don't have to change the mesh. I just have to change the position of these bones of the head. The problem is that I don't want to mess with anything here, really. So I'm not gonna use snapping. I'm gonna use orthogonal stuff and transform along the axis. So I'm gonna edit mode here. What I'm having is, as you may see, that I have some problem in the back of the neck when I pose the character and the head, right? So something that maybe is I can improve by adjusting maybe some position of the, which here looks very weird. So if I change here, I have to change other things. So I'm gonna show all the bones and solo all in pose mode with the bone collections bone manager extension, right? It's inbuilt free. Then I'm gonna, yeah, all bones are visible now, and we see that there are some incoherent positionings already. So this is okay. We're gonna fix that. So we're gonna just, because we're seeing all the bones in the rig, it is easier not to make any stupid mistakes. So we're gonna just try to select just what we want here, plus the neck bones. I think it's just this, and some other, yeah, then other stuffs are in the way. I'm not sure exactly what are the collections here. So there are multiple collections, so there will be any bones anyways. So you see that we're gonna try to fix some of this. What is this? This is a map. Head, eyes, track. Okay, yeah, this is the position of the eyes, so we don't move this. And the base, yeah, the base, I won't touch the base. I don't know why it is here. But we're gonna assign that later. So we're gonna reposition here. Pick this. Just one actually, because we're gonna okay, this bone is locked on purpose apparently. Shift W, lock. Yeah, so some of those bones are locked. We see which of them they are wrong, so maybe the lock does some trouble. Okay, so we're gonna select all of these bones, Shift W, toggle option bones, lock, right, toggle, yeah, toggled. Okay, so now we can move all this. So we're gonna start with GZ. I could change the position, bring this back indeed. No, this not. Let's start with this one, right? We're gonna GZ here, okay, somewhere like here. Maybe it's too far, so we're gonna just. I'm using the pen. Hold on. Let's use the mouse. GY. All right. Let's check for, just in case. Yeah, this is set. Reset. Yeah, for some reason -0, but who cares? Okay. This position GZ, a little more to the front, so it's very tiny change. Okay, so you see here. Then we're gonna reposition now, gonna snap these two vertex, include non-edited. No, take this off. So just snapping these bones to the yeah, to that, yeah. Yes, all right. No, it's not working. Okay, actually, sorry, we're gonna do differently. So for this, yeah, sorry, pick this bone, gonna mark here. You see it's aligned with orthogonal, is correct. So we have matched this, finally, this is what we need. So we're gonna pick this, place it, select to cursor, right? Then we pick this selection to cursor, selection to cursor. Oh, I have some change here already. Then this one we're gonna do for the tails. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Let's just change everything here. I think they are all matching. There's still, no, still one. What is this one? What is that thing? Oh yeah, it's still this bone here that we don't know exactly, so we're just gonna hide it. Try to fix it. Okay, so this is the base stuff. And now we need to pick this one and look for its tail, which is here. And now all the other tails, we just place them there. Yes. No, we are picking extra bones, so this is very bad. Okay, so maybe we have to do... Alright, so why this one is doing something crazy? Usually, oh yeah, the handle. Okay, the handle is something about the handle. Oh yeah, it's the handle position. So no, okay, it's something about the bone, bendy bone features here. It's a stretch and scratch bone for tangent absolute. Smoother head, yeah, so it's not smoother actually. This needs to be done differently. Okay, so tangent, yeah, it is tangent from the start, so reset. And yeah, snapped here, so yeah, oh yeah, of course it's because of the, of course, so it's because of the stretch to bone constraint. No, it's already like this on edit mode, so it's going crazy. All right, so this, what, something is, yeah, so I don't know, this bone went crazy, or maybe it's just that its start and end is not, no, it's the same here. From front view it's not distorted. Maybe its bone length is, could be something. Oh yeah, it's his bone length, of course. So because the other bones of the head have had some, that's it, we need to match the bone length. No, it's all the same. Okay, so okay, so it insists in being like that. Maybe it's something about the Blender, this update, right? Because if it has a stretch too, it shouldn't affect edit mode, right? doesn't make any sense. Alright, so we made this thing very annoying thing, but let's check now the deform on the yeah, it's a little better apparently, so a bit better positioning for the bone. I don't like this how the neck expands there when it deforms, like, but this is a mesh rest position thing, I guess. So it is better indeed. We were able to fix those things in the back of the head, right? Now we're gonna get the unsolo all, just unhide everything. Then we're going to control skeleton, deform skeleton is all that we're looking at. Okay, so it's just about now the thickness of the neck that's not very satisfied with. You see, that's this weird curvature here. This doesn't make sense. According to the character design, right? It probably not. Yeah, we need to fix something here. Model sheet. Front view, yes, so we can do something here. It's weird, so let's use the proportional editing. It'll be very subtle things, but things that should improve the... Gotta make this face here a little... Yeah, make some improvements on the body mesh here, right? Distribute these faces a little better. We're gonna change this topology for the neck. We have a better version for this now, but nonetheless we're still gonna fix this shape here. Right, this one we want more like here. From the back of the neck we can also GG. Let's approximate these ones. Yeah, this whole face loop, edge loop here. We can scale this one too. We can expand this a little here. Just a little more for the trapezium structure. Yeah, I'm gonna make a crossing mesh topology from my previous project that was interrupted. The VRM, I have found good face loops, interesting face loops for a few more anatomic features that can even work. Could be good for low poly cartoon or something like that, right? So can be I want to implement for this card. So this is a good topic to be doing. To implement here. in the list of tasks of this character. Yeah, I should be doing this stuff offline because there are too tedious stuff, too niche stuff. Some of them are actually more interesting to be streaming, but a lot of them is a bit like this, is like not that fine, I think. So the topology, I think the topology thing would be a nice one, but plenty of other stuff. Maybe I need to start to separate those topics by what is actually not only urgent. Now I have time for have more time to build this template. For a moment I will have a few time for this. I mean, then I think this in principle should have solved the thickness. Yeah, that weird thickness, right? Thinness actually of the neck. This is a joint for the deform, so they should get a bit closer to the geometry. You can smooth this and this, okay. Although here the character design suggests a curvature in the 3D, this is not maybe the best approach. Maybe do a little here indeed. Yeah, so let's try now again. Okay, so the neck is still a bit thin, but it doesn't have that weird anatomical feature. So it looks more natural now. Good looking. We gonna improve other stuff, but the character design is working better now. Okay, so good. Thanks. Then let's just add here to the plan the update mesh topology. Yeah, so actually it will be like update mesh topology from what's the name is Necromancer. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff there. For example, there is the hands. I remember hands will be complicated. There's so not first the hands, there's the neck. There's the neck and yeah, that dorsal part is called the, not the shoulders, but the yeah, the limbs. I remember I have made upper leg and upper arm. That's actually thigh. Then we have the the trapezium, right? This. We may have something to check on the face, but yeah, maybe there's something interesting. Hands, then we have, yeah, hands is the last thing. Feet, I don't know. I'm sure that we have on the lower torso. Hips, right? Yeah, pelvis, belly. And yeah, and it's the L loop. Yeah. Yes. So this should be very good. Then I'm not sure about the torso, chest, upper, mid, upper torso. Here I'm not totally sure, so I'm gonna just check that. So this will be a good stuff too. Some of them improvements will be on here. We got 6 face loops, but I found a way to improve one face loop. Yeah, actually 2 more, but just for the upper arm because it connects to a more complex mesh which is on the shoulder. and on the hips. So you see these faces here. This can be rigged, of course, but with a few more mesh geometry here, with an additional face loop here, we can fix this much better. Also, this area, if it has one more face loop that I've interiorly, so it can work better. Then the shin and the lower arm, I decide that it's not really necessary, although there will be the hand and the feet. So that will be the one way to go. Okay, we can hide this thing now, and we can bring back the some features here. I don't need this skeleton right now. We need the going back to the eyelids and the eyelids controller, some sort of controllers, right? And we can change now some bendy bones, because we're blending, not bendy bones, some bones visibility, because we are in the Blender 4. Yeah, so you can get 5, right? So for example, let me get all these mechanism bones to start with, and let's see if we can do something about them. Yeah, there's just so you could use for the mechanism bones, they could become some sort of, yeah, it's in the bone tab, not armature defined. Let's see, octaedral. Why not octaedral? For this gives their orientation, could be useful, but people are using stick bones, B bones, envelope, no, not envelope, wire, no. So I think either I would use either octaedral, either, yeah. The problem with the stick is that, like, well, we can check the orientations here, but it's not very okay. Let's try this, right? I have probably other mechanism bones in the rig, but let's see how they look all together. Yeah, it's weird. Never seen that before in my own rig. Right? This mix of, but it's kind of nice. So, okay, then we're gonna go back to the eyelids. Is there anything we can do about this ball? No, lot of them are the control rig, so they have widgets. The bendy bone, yeah, it stays as B bone, and these are nice as B bone, because I don't know if there's anything better for it. Octaedral tip, no, it's horrible. Thick, it's all horrible. Yeah, it's all horrible. It's just the the envelope has an advantage. It is directional. Okay, so, but no, here is B bone, right, for this one. Armature defined. Yeah, so nothing special for these ones. Oh yeah, we're gonna continue this. Gonna try to complete the wave painting for this, right? First, let's see if there's any terrible thing going on. Apparently not. Apparently you can shape oh yeah, we could have more smoothness here, apparently, on that area, right? Yeah, we could have some more smoothness in here. We see already this is big face there. It's a bit complicated, so we're gonna isolate apparently I cannot select this from, yeah, it's just not working steadily, so maybe it's a bug. Yeah, so I pick this and then expand here. So this is all that I need for the mask. We can also hide everything, so I don't need the mask. So I can swap bones immediately. Okay, so here's the problem. It's like it's different invading here maybe. Okay, I don't see any rogue waves here. Eye hole. Now this is not, shouldn't be responsible for this. Yeah, same for, that is this. Aha, this is not, they are not snapping. Alright, so how? Oh no, this is not, the shrink wrap eyelids is correct, it's just, okay, so it's just a, we need to improve, it's just a managerial vertex group, so we're gonna assign it to 1 with all these vertices, okay. So no rogue waves, eyes region, face, head, yeah, all managerial. So we need to have the, I don't know why this is blue, doesn't matter. Alright, probably need to do something that it's weird, but we need to get some waves from this one into there. They will smooth out one on another. Yeah, I think this is okay. Let's see. Yes, usually don't do this on bendy bones, it's dangerous. But because this mesh of the eyelids is shrink wrapping to the eye surface, it means that these deforms, they will be adjusted or they will be modified. The deforms will be modified anyways by the shrink wrapping. I don't know which one comes first, but in this case of the eyelids mesh, that means that, yeah, they will be like there will be some extra smoothness, right? But here's starting to get a little tricky. I shouldn't be going that far actually. I don't remember totally, but this should be, it looks like there will be some rogue waves, right? But okay, let's do this. Let's see, it's smoothed out anyways. Yeah, so it's a little better. And but there's something here weird about that I'm not liking about. Yeah, maybe we need some more automations here. I said this, but this is dangerous. Yeah, I see. Okay, we need to try to prevent. Let's reset. It's possible that these waves are a bit too strong here, or that we might need some, might need this. Now this can be risky. Otherwise, I wouldn't have them right now. Yeah, there we go. We shouldn't have this. It's too dangerous. Yeah, so this character is particularly difficult here. we could try to smooth out from the perspective of this one, like it's pushing. No, this starts happening. This is bad. Although we don't really see, but it's a... Yeah, this is a dangerous thing. This is why we shouldn't be exaggerating this too much. Actually, this is because this changed the stretching of this one, right? Yeah. I wasn't predicting this very well. Yeah, and now this seems to be a problem too, or not. If you see what's actually happening to the mesh, it really can be... Something happened with this one. Looks like we have some rogue waves here that are affecting of course, looking without the subdivision, it can be confusing sometimes, because we see all this very weird stuff. So here we can probably reduce these waves. It shouldn't be as difficult like that, right? Okay, but we're having the result, right? So, yeah, we can shape, we can... Here is fine, mostly, yeah, it looks fine. This is maximum waves in this... in these ones, if we can do that. Okay, let's again look at this thing and see. I lit up, no. Let's try to see if we can gonna save and gonna try to take some waves here. From the... Would that improve anything here? This shouldn't do anything. Yeah, it's locked anyway, so... No, this, yeah. This. Yeah, it took off. There's just this one. And so you see, nothing here really changed too much. This, so it's not something about these rogue waves. I hold top. I hold top. Okay, I hold. We're gonna recover. Okay. We can re-wave paint the eye holes. The eye holes, the orbicularis oculi muscles, they also influence the eyelids. It's good that they influence the eyelids, although it makes things a bit more complicated. Yeah. So it's about the automation here. So it's like this bone. Yeah, if it rotates, it can cause some trouble. We're gonna augment a little its this influence here. It's a bit risky to do that, but we're gonna change the waves on that direction also. As for this part, this seems fine. We could also rotate manually. Yeah. With the eyelashes showing though, this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. But there's some weird thing happening there. We're gonna address this thing too. Need to verify what's going there. But anyways, we gonna simplify. Okay, I need to focus on the deform, right? Yes, okay, so we're gonna pose like here, we're gonna try to make a very tough rotation here, right? And we're gonna smooth some of these waves here because they can cause some trouble here. This we're gonna, yeah, save here, we're gonna, it's not smoothing very well, so we're gonna use this one. Reduce here, and we're gonna slightly smooth here. Yeah, something like this. And here the eyelash is clipping. No more clipping with subdivision, but this is probably something about the eyelashes automation I don't care about right now. It's needing a bit of revision. The important is observing is if the eyelashes are posing smoothly and there's no clipping with the eye, and that the shapes are mostly working. And here if we pose this too far here, we see that we get some problems. This is not good because if we just want to, it's not very intuitive, right? You need to be careful about that. And yeah, you need to pose it like here. With the pose asset this can be solved, right? So why this is happening is because the position of the bone, I might have to reposition this a little more to the, no, it's exactly on there, right? So this positioning doesn't need to be perfect, but it's good that they are somewhat regular. The rolls are the same here. We can change that so you don't have a twisting bendy bone from the rest position, or you get, we could try to snap here just face. Let's try here, right? We're gonna snap this to there again. Gonna reset these rolls, and no, not do that. Actually, reset this roll. Gonna just align to active bone, right? Okay, let's do like that, and reset. Let's try now. So okay, you see this is a little better. The positioning of the bone helps it's more intuitive now. So it really didn't change the deforms, but It's more intuitive like now. Still problem if we rotate this too much, so that's why when the character blinks, usually we have a combination of stuff here. And this character doesn't need to blink entirely, because to solve this, to improve this, maybe I could have another subdivision here, which will be very annoying, but that probably would improve this collapsing, right, geometry. So it will be, it's not great to do that, but we can, just to try to see if we can get, I don't know if we can do some topology to collapse these meshes. This is kind of dangerous. So all right, great. So what is this? So this extra mesh seems to have, although I beveled it, it doesn't seem to have gotten the right settings, mesh data. So maybe this one is less problematic. Control B. Okay, I'm gonna move it more to the center. Gonna move this. Okay, for some reason I can't move it. GG, it seems to be GGC. Okay, it seems to be locked for some reason. I don't know what madness it inherited from the other features, the data, right, bone data. But in principle, it should be safe. Maybe we just need to correct some waves of, just verify the it copied the waves, so probably we need to annul the rancher, so it should be fine, but we need to assess. Yeah, probably can improve the some stuff here. Shift H. So I don't care about the nodes thing, I'm just gonna care here about this thing here. Okay, so this is for the bone here. So maybe now we can sort of... No, this is not good. We're gonna... Okay, we've reduced these waves. Yeah, I see this geometry is helping, indeed. So here we can also try to... Yeah, I'll need to... reduce, right? In sync. Okay, reduce, then add a little. No, it's too much. Let's use the mix. This blur is too strong, so just use... Okay, this maybe, and then here. Ah, this is too strong. Okay, then... and blur here, and then we can... Maybe we can also get some blurring here, why not? Maybe this doesn't need to have that amount of influence. Okay, so this seems that... Yeah, there's some annoying clipping still. Maybe this face is a bit too close, right? This extra face, we can redistribute this, right? Let's just do like this, right? This, I need to re-snap this. Snap to face project, include non-edited. G, there we go. Snapped back, just this one, right? Just to have more accurate developments. Then saving, and we seem to have some struggle with some other shapes now, but okay, the corner had good improvement, I think. This corner is still suffering a little. We can improve it probably the same way. We adding another mesh loop, face loop. Yeah, this is the size of this face. So I've been doing this in this rig with by doing this it's like I don't want to cut out everything here, so one way to solve this will be just to cut it until here, and then we get here, solve this one. Then here we could, we'll lose the face loop there, but or we could do a square, but then it won't solve anything. We have to, or we could, no, we still lose the face loop. We could do just a trigon instead of two. So we have a something like that. So this could be, we could use this maybe to redistribute some, maybe actually think about the character design, right? It shouldn't be too bad to maybe try to continue here. See, it stops there. Maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, so maybe we can make a more interesting ear with this face loop, right? Oh, by the way, it snapped horribly. Created some sort of hole there automatically. It's not what I wanted. But yeah, this is actually good for the... Actually not detrimental. This is actually a good idea. We could improve this. I'm really not so much interested in the ear anatomy, as you can realize. I like the ears, but I don't know, too much details now. But we could do something from the model sheet, right? There's probably a lot of cool stuff to do here if I focus a little more on that. So here is already okay, so you can, what's happening here? Yeah, this, we probably need better loops here. This is just not sufficient to get the, there's, the textures are already doing something, but we'll need more developments here indeed. More character designs developing. They are aliens, these characters, so they don't need to have really... I don't need to follow exactly the anatomic, even on stylized characters. Like you can imagine all sorts of anatomy for ears that are not exactly what we would expect. So of course it would be nice to make some investigations here, right? But I'm not gonna do this right now. So okay, we can explore this for this precisely, and this should improve also this stuff there. We're gonna snap these ones, right? No, not like this. Okay, actually we're gonna pick this. No, we're gonna Shift H. Okay, we're gonna try to redistribute some of this snap here. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do. With this new setup, probably I can bring this up. And these ones we can I was not snapping, I was holding control doing the inverse. Okay, I can pick everything and snap. Proportional editing doesn't work very well with snapping. At least I haven't found a sort of conflicting. It doesn't seem to do what we want. And as for here, we're gonna... Okay, so slightly more regular GG, rotate, hold shift. Okay, here we can push this more up here, GG, something like that. And by having this additional things, we can probably get slightly better results with those faces. Yes. Yes, better faces here. Even here we could try something more like this. Yeah, this is actually not a bad idea. Yeah, this rotation here. They are trying to adapt right to the shape. This will collapse. Okay, we're gonna have something like that. This seems to be a bit too close. Alright, then we take off the snapping. Let's see what disaster we have here. We're gonna reposition them in relation to this new... Yeah, so I can have this. Alright, here we can readjust this. Messed up this apparently. Gonna smooth. Let's see, rigging involves a lot of stuff. So rigging is very good to learn Blender. If you are interested in rigging, of course. If you're not interested in rigging, it's not a good idea, I think. But if you are dedicated and willing to learn rigging, then It's a great for learning Blender, to get into Blender, because it involves so much things, right? Because it can relate to lots of fields in the UI. So if you are forced to, or you are set to engage in a lot of tasks that will improve the rigging, and then with this involvement, right, you start to learn the logic of Blender through rigging. Yeah, through a small rigging project, or by doing rigging, you learn, you have a glance on, start to gain an experience in crossing crossing fields, right? Because rigging is very good at crossing the domains of CG, because it involves a lot of stuff, if not everything, a lot of things. So that's actually very interesting about rigging. Okay, so in Blender, at least. So here we can consider that this could have improved some of the poses, because we have added this extra geometry, and that will help us if we address the wave painting. Now we can probably solve some of these artifacts. We can probably improve this stuff. Also, for the positioning of this bone, we could also consider placing it more towards the... Now it's already very... It's floating a little, that's normal, this is okay. We're gonna... Yeah, so maybe the same way I did for this other one, we're gonna try to place these bones. We need to... Oh yeah, I need to update their... I need to update the... So for transforming this, we need to use the medium point on edit mode to grab this, so they'll move together in sync. That will, for multiple handles and tails and heads, joints, whatever. Those joints, right? Bone joints. Yeah, so I'm gonna place it more to that, right, to that corner, and maybe this one we place it slightly above. We're not snapping to the, but we could snap to, it could cause some, it will be more accurate, right, if we do this. It's not a bad idea. Hold control, if it doesn't go crazy, that's fine. Okay, that seems to be good. Then we, before do anything here, let's reset this, these original lengths here. Okay, apparently we got some very glitchy thing here. Oh yeah, the some things got dismantled. Well, the rolls are fine, so it's not the rolls. Just make sure the snappings are correct. Yeah, it's probably the snapping problem. Yeah, when I snap the... so the handle will snap to the face, and then the bendy bone will snap to the... Alright, so I lead... What's happening here? Okay, so apparently I'm having some critical problems with this with the bendy bones in this version of Blender. It is targeting the tweak. Oh yeah, it started tweak. Okay. Tweak. No, the tweak. Okay, it's targeting. Oh, maybe it's a different setup. Okay, then hold on. I'm not sure about this. I don't remember. Usually you need to apply after all the transforms, but it's bypassing. Possibly. Yeah, probably there are more bones involved in this setup. This is why they... Okay, but there's nothing. Might be a bug in the update, yeah, so should be careful about this. I need to bring the whole character into a new blend file. I should be doing this. So the very dangerous stuff if you're... Yeah, it could be just something I'm doing wrong here, but... some sort of transform that is not... Maybe I should redo this. Now the bone has this bone length, right? There is no problem about this. This one has a copy location. Okay, let's turn off all these bone constraints. Oh, I see here. Okay. Of course, the target was... Doesn't mean that it's solved, but let's see. Okay, I cannot reset it after... Okay, very weird. So I need to... It needs to stretch with... Well, this is new to me. Or maybe I'm just confused. But this is super confusing, right? So apparently it is stretched, then it auto-stretched. It's also stretched again with this... so I cannot update here, or it will keep the original length, so you have to reset it when you have everything Yeah, for example, if I reset here, okay, I reset here, I get this value, which is exactly the length of the bone, I guess. I thought it was the opposite, but apparently you need to disable the bone constraints, all of the transformed bone constraints. It needs the original. All right. Where's the transforms? Okay, here now the transform on edit mode. Okay, so the bone exactly has this bone length here, 0.44, 0.0. So exactly this. So it's the original length of the bone. So this is why you cannot reset with this stuff. Anything on that will affect the positions will disrupt the. So if you reset now, you'll have this reset, which is not good. So this is, yeah. So I knew that. I was just completely forgot and sort of inverted the logic. Something you need to be careful about, bendy bones. So here we're gonna, here's the bendy bones segments 5. There we go. So here's how. Then we need also to do the same for. Also need to do the same for. So we're gonna disable this, then reset this, and now we can enable and re-enable. There we go. Now you can save. Now have probably even a better results. Yes, now it's looking much better. Here we see I haven't even touched the waves, but it seems to be. We can also, yeah, we can again. This thing is. This bone shouldn't have so much influence there. Let's go back. I want to complete the eyelids deformed bones for this 1, 2. That will be nice if I. It's very tiny update, but it's good stuff. So fundamental stuff. So it is okay. So here we're gonna change again. Gonna pick this. We are gonna again. We need to reduce this. Waves. Also here we have another face loop here, so you can actually, yeah, I'll do the inverse. Actually we're gonna restrict, we're gonna push these waves here. Try to okay, I have some challenging on wave thing here, so I don't know what's happening. It's like it's okay, it's restricting. Okay, there we go. But still, okay, let's, okay, now it needs some, push this apart. Okay, so this is too much, as we have seen before. Still having trouble with this, so we can use the radial here to try to get those proper smoothings. Or okay, we can also use the, but because this is very difficult, I'm gonna make very small waves here by manually. Alright, so for some reason being very hard to Okay, let's use the radial because this is like it's getting really not the strength, the weight. Yeah, how about this? No, no more than that, and that should be... Okay, let's try now. Okay, that seems... Yeah, now probably here we have address for the bottom bone, but not for this bone, so I'm gonna try to okay, I think I've lost my mask. No, I didn't. Okay, so it's super difficult workflow to you cannot pick the bones with the mask on. That's why in this case we should just do this and ignore the mask. Yeah, so you should have done this before. Alright, so these are two strong waves. I'm gonna use again the gradient because in cases like that it can be more reliable when the vertex are not responding. Here it's unsure if we should paint this more reduced. You see that we don't have... Oh yeah, there are two vertices here, right? Yeah, so maybe it's reduce this one, doesn't get pushed too much, and just a little this one, yeah, something like that. And here's a bit unsure, right? Of course, the deforms here are very crude. We have some rogue waves here from this bone, which are probably affecting how these meshes react. It's very low waves. Let's see, character design wise, this is... it's not terrible, right? But I wonder how we can improve this. not just adding more faces, right? There's something. I'm missing something important here. Okay, maybe these waves are not. Yeah, maybe this is. No. So apparently we can't do this. Well, we can. It's sort of. Alright, let's reset everything. Let's see. Something needs to move that mesh though, so not like. Yeah, I have to have some kind of. Okay, let's get this ones back. Sorry, maybe need this. Can this one has this kind of influence? This is probably very dangerous. Okay, so maybe this yeah, we see that this is causing. I pause here. We got too much waves here. This is not too much, right? But it's still a lot here. Incredibly. So yeah, this is a lot better. Okay, but we still need to know what we do with this. Probably we need indeed some. Maybe this one gets just a slight, yeah. And well, since it gets this, maybe it can get also. Yeah, if it ever allowed us to. Oh yeah, finally. Okay, so here we got it. Still, no, this is normal because the curvature of the bone was very weird. Okay, so here we got. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm just struggling here a lot because of the. Yeah, here I know what's going on. Is. More smoothness here probably. Okay, and this little thing there, I think it's probably fine. Let's see. Okay, I think this is for the top. Now let's try to. Yeah, I got a problem here. Yeah, forgot about. So this will. Although this is good for disposing, it will. This is why it is called wave painting. Wave painting. Yeah, I think the only time I really struggled so much with this was when I was learning in the beginning. So yeah, so apparently I need to get those waves are never sufficient. We might need here to have an extra helper bone in the worst. It will be like very annoying, but like something that will set them up to work together, because they are not really working together. Try to get clipping all the time. They are too far away, right? And this is why this mesh, despite these subdivisions, right? Probably this bone, which is quite horizontalized, right? Yeah, this is something I haven't addressed. Yes, it is lower like here, like this, because it is horizontalized, but actually we might need to bring these ones to not this shortcut here, so I'm gonna bring this a little more here. Yeah, this is not super cool, but it's not exactly what I wanted, but maybe this is a medium point. So this will maybe help this, because now it will have to rotate way more to adapt. Okay, that will blow up this structure here, but now we already know what to do about this. Okay, just enable this and this. There we go. The pose here of this bone, it could just stay there. There are too much posing going on, right? This is why now there's not so much posing to do, so we don't need to move the bones too much in order to have the deforms that we want. So this counts also to tiny transforms cause less trouble, right? Yeah, so this is probably a good thing. Yes, good thing. So yeah, so if you have to travel, the bone has to travel a lot. This is probably not a great thing. So I can reposition this whichever way. It's very arbitrary how we want them to start. Okay, now this seems quite good. You see, there are some ways, depending on the character design, that will work more natural than others. So having this bone too low apparently is to make things more complicated. Having this bone too low in the other hand, this is very bad. But you cannot compare exactly this side with this side. This side has this curvature, while this side is very deep in down like this. So it's like this, if I place this bone here and these bones, the deformed bones here, this will create this angular thing very badly. It'll be very hard to fix. I tried that. So it's horizontalized here more or less, and here also is horizontalized, but started dipping, and apparently this is better for the deform, at least the control rig. Yeah, so this seems to be working better now. I had to find this from like just messing around here, and that's also stuff that happens with rigging, right? You have to do it on your own, right? Lots of times possibly having to ignore or dump many propositions on rig tutorials which don't cover what you're trying to do, right, at all. So you need to pay attention to details and try to get if you're doing original rigs, right? If you always do the same thing, like I can say that I'm always doing the same thing, characters, these stylized characters, but if you're doing something original, then you need to make many experiments until you and research until you find a solution that is good enough for the thing that you're doing. Okay, so here I think we can redo some waves, but I think that's the last round here. We're gonna just try to get this thing fixed, the eyelashes wave paint, so I can complete this topic for this character. Complete this eyelids part, and then we can jump for the eyelashes automation. There's some good improvement here. In principle the waves are working fine, but why do I have this thing? Maybe we can do some broken waves here. We might want to have here just lower waves here. Gonna try to do this here. As for this, I did for the upper here, and that like this expansion. No, it was the opposite. Okay, so no, we're not gonna do this, although it could work, right? We'll see. No, there's change there, right? Not good. Yeah, so we don't want that. We're gonna take this off, same as here, right? No waves here. But for this one we're gonna expand a little. For some reason this side is safer. I don't know. Well, it's not really. Yeah, you see, but this sort of can help. Although right now I'm not sure it will help anyhow, so we're not gonna try to mimic what we've done on the top. We're just gonna take this off and say no more anomalies there. This is happening here because we need probably some rogue waves here. Yeah, it's the eye holes, very strong eye holes there. Yeah, they don't need to have this intensity. We could try to reduce this. No, let's yeah, let's just do this. Ah, there's a eye hole here that is very strong. I don't know if this is necessary, so let's try to... apparently this is good. Well, whatever. That's gonna invest. This is eye holes or something else, so gonna... gonna reduce a little this because I think it's unnecessarily strong. Ah, this is causing some weird okay, I hold 0.4 done. Ah, this can be useful here. And here we need this. Okay, let's do this. I hold 0.7. Okay, maybe. Not sure about that. Yeah, we need to revision the structure of the eye holes. 0.6, we got this one already. Zero 0.5, there should be a 0.5 somewhere. I hold 0.5, okay, this one. Yeah, so it should revise their positioning so we can try to explore this where they can have some influence, so they can help organizing the mesh here too. And the thing is that when we pose some eye hole bones that I don't have right here, but I can try to find, they will move the oh, actually they don't need to have this. No, they need because they need to change here. It's good that they have this influence. Yeah, they are pushing and dragging the eyelids, but at the same time they are helping the deform, so it's to synchronize a little better. So it's a help complementary waves that it makes a difference if you have these waves or not. But the waves are not here. They are in the deform rig of these eye holes, which are, let's check where they are. Orbiculars, okay, so yeah, so maybe, yeah, so for example this, maybe we need more waves here already, repositioning. Here is, yeah, this is too far. What is, yeah, now we can see them, right? So you can know to which extent they could go, right? But probably we'll need to reposition this. So here probably we don't need this. We might need this one. This one is the more complicated here. This area without helper bones can be very tricky. yeah, this if this goes down too much. Okay, anyways, we need to continue the bottom eyelids. So let's see. Can try to smooth out some waves here. Alright, so here's the same problem we had before. And a way to solve this is to have a bone that will, when you control a bone that controls both of this, yeah, a master for them, right? I think I had that, so we can just pose them in sync, so don't mess up with the, it's easier to, like, let's say this is good, and you just don't need to pick both. You have already a bone for them both, and you rotate. So that will be like same here. We could have, I have something like this for the, yeah, I had this on some rigs, so why don't I have this right now? It's unclear. So let's see their parent. Let's make this. So let's add this as a Shift D. Yeah, both of these Shift D. Do this, then we're gonna scale individual down. We're gonna change their colors, maybe this for now. Control F2. Find replacements. Quick, yeah, like eyelids, corner, out, left, yeah, and then you have to change everything, right? Actually, no, this to this. Set name, right? Script characters and set name. The parent, so parent to dev head, just as this one. They will be positioned, yeah, so we'll do this with a parenting rule, no. Yeah, we keep the parents. For automation purpose, so this is very important. Maybe we need that, so we're gonna let it prepared. We don't parent this to this, although this could help. We're gonna instead use a yeah, I need to find them. Take off their stuff here. Then we're gonna Yeah, so this is the bone. I don't know which widget it's gonna have, so okay, so gonna get this one. Does it have any? Probably has already a bunch of bone constraints. Yeah, it has. It's very bad, but we can get this thing to go here. So maybe parenting should be easier, but I'm afraid this will break this setup. So then this bone will not be automated in sync. Yeah, it will not carry the others in certain circumstances. It will be offset anyways because of other reasons. But okay, so you can copy transforms. Yeah, copy transforms indeed. But we're gonna. It's a tweak corner. Yeah, whatever. Tweak corner in. I don't have a better name for it, so we're gonna just change the out to in. No, this is wrong selection. Okay, so I didn't change the name. All right, so what's happening this thing? Skeleton errors. What's the name of the armature object? Yeah, I hate when this happens. So it's okay, let's try to conclude this. We need to okay, finally. Okay, so this got this, but we're gonna just use this as a local space orientation, local space before regional, and that's it. So we're gonna also do the same here. Control C, selected constraints, corner in, there we go. Before everything, the order here, they just have the same setup, really won't. There's some change here that matters. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know why this. Yeah, there's some change here that I don't, it's not clear, but it's not super important. So you have this thing, and so we can use this for yeah, so here's a little problem. We're gonna change this. Yeah, we can change this to custom space, same targets here, and Control C, select constraints. Now we're gonna just delete the older one, bring this one to here. And now you have this, yeah. Yeah, we could use this for scaling the bones a bit crazy, but that can be useful. Very practical for some. Yeah, it could break some other stuff if we're not careful, but this is something that needs still to improve in the orbicularis oculi mesh, I think. So this is probably good. We're gonna, of course, we don't pose it directly here. This could cause a lot of problem. It's just a supportive control bone. Then we have the same here. We're gonna move this about here so we can, yeah, we can actually left. We're gonna copy the name here out. And we're gonna, yeah, parent is the same. We're gonna just get these copy transforms, yeah, from all of these bones. No, this and this will get the copy transforms of this one, yeah. So, but we're gonna change the targets to out, left, bring this, yeah, change this, and same here. Okay, so this is this one got the target wrong. This one is right. Okay, so I have this. And yeah, so then we can do some. Why it rotates all that much? Well, it doesn't care. It does the job, right? So we can. That seems to be irrelevant. So instead of posing them, always picking. It's a lazy thing, but we have some problem here. Oh yeah. Wrong targets here. Apparently I forgot to update here, yeah. And here this is correct. And here this is correct, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, now this is fine and this is fine, yeah. Yeah, that seems good. So we're gonna symmetrize all this, right? And that should do the same for okay, the targets oh yeah, I need to symmetrize a lot of stuff actually. Okay, so I have double posing right here. And there you go. So you got some as it's not is moving the upper main eyelid bot, so why without the names, I don't really know what they are doing. So something is. This is eye hole. Yeah, this is probably eye hole. No, it's not that. Tweaker top and tweaker top. Custom space top and top. Yeah, so why this is because lot of all right, because this is moving. Okay, these bones shouldn't have this they copied everything. Okay, so this is a stupid accident, so they don't need anything like here. The only thing they need, yeah, we're gonna delete all this. Control Alt C, pick these two, select mirror, extend, Control Alt C, yeah, taking off. Yeah, so this is where they will be offset. But it's okay, it's not a disaster. They still operate the way they should, right? It would be nice if they would be automated, but I think that will cause double transforms. Could be very dangerous. It will require a lot of stuff there from each one of them, so a lot of stacking transforms, because then there would be, these are just for the eyelids, then we have other higher in the hierarchy. I don't know, I'm gonna leave like this for now. So we see that this seems to be working. Let's see how this looks overall with the eyes and the hair, and yeah, so and with a better, more adequate bones visualization here. Yeah, also the eyelashes. A lot of steps to do this stuff, but it's actually very nice, right? So, and you get a rig that works to some extent, right? You can. Oh, here you need to do some extra. It's good to have exaggeration, but then at some point, this can be not very good, right? Spontaneously, you don't get the expression. I need to. Yeah, I have this listed for an adjustment. I've got some disconnected bone here. No? Wait. Oh yeah, this is just the... is how it works with the glitch of the... Ike bone constraint glitch, yeah. Because Ike bone constraint is great. No, in Blender it's had a lot of problems. Has terrific problems. They should absolutely try to fix this. Yeah, I feel my computer a bit laggy, but with this new version of Blender, unfortunately, in this model, but maybe it's something I can do with yeah, it's not smooth posing even without the, and I'm not using Vulkan. I was, and okay folks, so this is for today. So I hope that was interesting somehow. So there's a lot of stuff. Let's clean some stuff here. So apparently I got rid of the eyelids. Yeah, this topic is done. Then we got improve eyelids collapsing. That I haven't even touched. Yeah, so gonna go for the eyelashes and other topics soon. Take care, happy Blender. I've decided that for this week I'll stream tomorrow too, Friday, but it will be a different time. look for the thumbnails of these streams for today and tomorrow. And good luck on your projects. I'll decide if I continue this rigging template or the world building, more intensive scenery making, which was, I think, more inspiring in general. Folks, take care, happy Blender again, and see ya anytime soon.